What's going on, man? Hope you guys are doing good. Just wanna waiting on one of my drivers to show up to see what I got for him today. Trying to organize some paperwork here. Trying to get ahead of it, because if not, busy. It's been a busy few months for me. That's why you guys ain't seen no much videos. Um, you know, just got busy this past week after the elections. Company called me up talking about one of the drivers quit because Trump won the re-election. So they asked me to cover for 6 weeks till they find another driver. So I had to hire one of my buddies that does work for me sometimes. He works for me here and there in his minivan. I hired him for like a month. We get about a weekend. So that is that. So yeah, I've been good. I'm running on. Got 3 drivers now, plus the one helping me out, including myself. So I'm running 4 runs, 4 routes now. Trying to get over a cold, but we're here. We're still making a little bit of money. You're not gonna get rich off this. So if you want to get into this business thinking you're gonna get rich, it ain't working. You're not gonna get rich. So don't believe everything you see on here. My opinion is people are making less money in this than before. Estamos bien. Gracias a Dios, man. Gracias. Like I was saying, you're not gonna get rich off this. Like I said, people were 15 years ago, 20 years ago, you make a lot more money than what you make now in this business, because everybody is want to do this. I've always said it. I was gonna join a company about a month ago, just to give you guys some content and put some content on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok too. I was gonna join a company to deliver surgical supplies to hospitals every day. But on a heavy day, they was only willing to pay me $2 a mile. For some of you guys, it's good, but they're only paying one way. So even if I go out to one hospital or to one area to deliver at 2 hospitals in one area, and I drive 80 miles, it's only $160. And if you're in the metro area, 80 miles with traffic, you're gonna easily work 5 hours. So you gotta keep into consideration that if you want to work 5 hours for $160, so for some people to start off, that may be good. You work 5 hours during the day. It's gonna take you like what they wanted me to do in the area they wanted me to go to. It was gonna take me maybe 2 hours to get there in rush hour, in rush time, in the morning. And then I'll have to unload it, bring the surgical stuff to the areas in the hospital, and then I have to drive my 2 hours back to where I'm from. And so it's gonna be like a 5-hour day. I was gonna take the job just to give you guys some content, and because he was gonna probably give me some work to a couple hospitals that are in my area that I go to. So I was gonna be able to pick up some stuff there, and then come pick up some auto parts, and then do both, at the same time. But I didn't take the job because when he sent me the contract, he wanted me to have $100,000 worth of cargo insurance, and no, that wasn't gonna fly with me. I'm not gonna um, get $100,000 worth of cargo insurance just to um, make $160, $140 a day. That's not feasible, and it doesn't make any sense to me because $100,000 worth of cargo insurance, it's gonna easily cost like $400 to $500 a month. Um, so it was not worth it to me. So I passed on it. But he will call me back when he does have stuff going to my area because I have a driver who goes to the same area Monday through Friday, and this area is kind of in a rural area, so there's a couple hospitals out there. Once he gets that, he will call me, and I will definitely get the cargo insurance then because I already have a driver going in that same area. So that's that makes sense there. But for me to give you guys some content, because I don't think I would have lasted there because it's just not enough money um, for me to 160 is not enough money. Like I pay my drivers $120 a day, um, and that's how much they work. They work 4 to 5 hours a day. Sometimes they only work 3 hours a day. And I'm paying them, and I'm fueling, and I'm paying for the vans, and I'm paying for the fuel. That's how much I pay them. So it's not feasible for me to get a cargo insurance to make $160 a day. Just to give you guys some content. If you're starting off, that's it's and that's all you can get. It's good because you can just build from there. Don't try to go into a company wanting to make $500 a day because at the end of the day it's not really realistic unless you're willing to work all day, like 6 a.m. to like nighttime, and never be home on Saturday and Sundays. But um, and this is just local stuff. I'm not talking about you getting a van, putting a bed in it, getting a sleeping bag and hitting the road and coming back in 2 weeks. That's a whole different ball game. I would never get into that because I like to sleep at home, and I like to do what I do, and it's what is it, 9 o'clock, it's gonna be 10 o'clock in the morning now. you know I'm gonna pull in here in about 20 minutes. Like I said, I'm waiting for one of my drivers to show up, and then I'm just gonna I'll be out of here by 11 o'clock in the morning, and I should be home by like 3:30. That's the type of work that I like to have. My daughter's coming home today from college. She comes home on Thursdays, um, every other week. So I like to be home. I don't know how to be on the road for X amount of days, chasing some money. Because at the end of the day, that doesn't pan out neither. But if you guys have any questions, man, any questions in regards to the cargo business, delivery business, you can shoot them out. I don't think I know everything, but I know a lot. I know a lot's been doing this for a long time. You know what I mean? A very long time. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's about to be the holiday season. So a lot of companies are starting to get busy because all that final mile stuff. Amazon is gonna start hiring for all your flex drivers out there, which I hear Amazon Flex is junk right now. They're not paying what they used to because so many people signing up for the app. It's like it's crazy. And it says people on here that promote the app. You know, there's a lot of people out here promoting their link to the app. So if you sign up for the app, that they get a couple dollars, and that's how they're making their money. They just advertising the app like it's the greatest app ever. Sign up. Here's my sign up code. Sign up, and it just floods it, and people just not making no money. Because I tried the Amazon thing a couple years ago, and I was getting some pretty good money, like really good money. For like 4 hours, they was giving me like $180, and I was banging it out in 3 hours. I was doing it like in my Honda Fit with the wifey, like over the summertime. We go out in the nice areas and stuff and drive around and make the money. I was testing it out. I probably did about 10 blocks a couple years ago. It's paying good money, but now it's just garbage. Cause just there's so many people. They got robots. They got people doing scams. They got people scanning their IDs, using their brothers, their cousins, their uncles' information. This is, and Amazon is slowly creeping up on them and it's shutting everything down. Now they got like multiple stuff you gotta do to sign in now. Take a picture, like a license every now and then. But all those apps is not making any money. You know, it's just crazy. Now another one, you put um, Uber drivers on unionized over here in Massachusetts. It's crazy. Like, how you gonna have a union if you're a 1099 employee? People just complaining about everything, but at the end of the day, it's just people just promoting it, and there's so many people want to do the same thing, and it, you know, because if I had right now, if I had 10 drivers pulling in right now, they want to work for me. I'm gonna pay a little bit. I'm gonna pay them less. Whoever takes the job takes the job. You know, but that's not the way I work though. I could pay. A lot of people tell me that I'm overpaying, which I sometimes think I am overpaying a little bit. Because if I pay a driver $120 and he's done in 4 hours, and keep in mind he takes my van home. He takes my vans to his house. I have a tracker in my vans, but I know where the vans are at. He uses the van to come to the warehouse. He drives maybe 10 miles to get to the warehouse, and he's done, and he takes the van home. He doesn't use the van for anything else. Sometimes he may use the van to move something, and he lets me know, listen, I'm going to use the van for this and this and that. But he puts some fuel in it. But he calls me every day. I pump. I turn on the pumps for him at the gas station. He fills up, and he takes the van home. He's not spending money. A lot of people say I pay too much. My wife says I pay too much, but it is what it is. You know, I want him to be comfortable in life because he likes the job, he likes his work, and I don't want to have to, what I mean, have to find other people, have a high turnover, and he does a good job. So um, that's just why I do it. So I give him 120. Sometimes yesterday he probably worked 3 hours. Sometimes he works 2 hours. Sometimes when he has like 3 stops, 2 stops. But I charge a flat rate no matter how many stops he does. But he did. They always beat me on it, but it's all good. Um, my driver just pulled up right now. But yeah, man, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing now. It's starting to get cold out here. So if you guys have any, let me see, anybody asking me nothing? Nah. If you guys have any questions, how to get started, it's simple, man. It's simple. Just go online and see who's hiring and contact them. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Go online, see who's hiring, contact them, and they'll tell you what you need, man. And you figure out if it's worth it or if it's not worth it. And then you can go out, maybe shop around, buy a van, but don't go buy no vans till you find out what you need. Because if you go buy a van and then you go put in this commercial insurance and you start doing all this stuff, and at the end of the day, you don't even need commercial insurance, you just spent a whole lot of money for stuff you didn't need. So go contact the companies and see what you need. Because I can honestly tell you, out of my 3 vans, like only one of them has commercial insurance. You know, 2 of them have personal insurance. I will be switching it up in January. But as of right now, that's the way I run it. Been running like that for a long time. So you contact the companies and see what you need. And they'll tell you what you need. Don't go buying a lot of stuff, commercial this and that, and cargo insurance, and getting an LLC, because at the end of the day, it's not, you won't need it. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh no, but you're gonna need it." At the end of the day, you're not gonna need it. You're not gonna need it. A lot of companies don't even require that. Do not even require that at all. So don't go spending money, jumping through hoops. It depends. If the LLC is $20, $80, get it. But in my state, the LLC is $580 a year. You know, and I have it because I needed it for a company that, for years ago, I used to be a master IC at company. It's called T-Force. I used to work for T-Force, and I needed an LLC because I used to have a lot of runs. Probably had like 8 routes when I was with T-Force, so that's why I needed that LLC. But as of right now, I don't need it. I don't need it. I have it. It's expired. I haven't paid it. I haven't re-upped it. So, but it is what it is. Um, so yeah, just contact the companies, man. They let you know what you need. No training involved at all. You don't have to pay for no course. You don't got to pay for nothing, nothing at all. And that's it. You just go from there. Just go from there. If you have any questions on how to get started, you can give me a comment, and I'll respond. I'll respond to your comments, and it's as easy as that. So it's very, very simple. If you're watching, tell me where you watching from, and if you're currently doing this or you're not doing this at all, because there's tons of work out there. You just gotta find it, man. You just gotta find it. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what they pay because they pay it different in every state. In my state, in Massachusetts, up here in the Northeast, they pay pretty good. But I don't know what they may pay. They may be paying in your area. They may pay less. They may pay more. But most likely they're gonna pay less. Um, but there's all types of stuff you can do, man. You can do pharmaceuticals. You can take the pills to CVS's and those totes. Those are usually require vans, man. You can do like what I was gonna sign up for surgical. Um, you can definitely do like bringing stuffs to like. So también, man. Um, you can bring just all kinds of stuff. Bring stuff. You know, everything. You can do raw materials, man. You can do manufacturing deliveries. It's everything. There's all types of stuff. The list goes on and on and on. Y estás trabajando en Georgia. Sí, en Georgia hay trabajo, pero en Georgia el trabajo siempre está un poquito flojo con la paga. Porque yo lo he mirado mucho en Georgia, los trabajos que hay por allá. Um, but yeah, do sit in this car. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We are trying to get the day going today. He's on the phone. He's probably on the phone with his wife. But yeah, we're busy. We're busy. I'm covering another run, so I had to hire another driver, like I said, for like 5 weeks. He's the one doing the work in the Toyota Sienna. He's been doing it this week. He helped me out last week. He's paying his own fuel. He's paying his own. He got his own car, his own fuel. I give him a couple of dollars extra for fuel sometimes. Or I'll tell him to call me. If I had a good week, I'll just tell him to call me, and I'll turn the pump on for him too. That's just where I keep people happy, because then they want to work. Today I'll probably give him $20 if he can buy something to eat. Besides what I pay him, I pay him pretty good too. He don't complain. He likes it, and he's worked for FedEx, and he also worked for the post office. The guy who's helping me now, he worked for U.S. Post Office for 2 years, but he says it's no good. And he worked for FedEx in New Jersey, and he worked for FedEx here in Massachusetts. And now he works for me. He works for me because he makes more money. He went around delivering mail all day, grain on foot. The FedEx was giving them like 200 packages with 200 deliveries, crappy trucks. Paying more than FedEx and U.S. Post Office. And he's working like 4 hours a day. Look, it's 10 o'clock. And he's showing up to work now. He had breakfast at home with his wife. He was able to make coffee. He comes to work. And now he's here. And he's going to be home by freaking 3:30 this afternoon. Come on now. Um, but yeah, but that's just what we doing right now. I have been doing this for a while. Right now I'm in my 2000. What is it? What year is this one? 2012 Ford Econoline. That's what I recommend you get. Ford Econolines. Um, I was gonna buy a van this week. A retired school bus, $2,500. I might buy it. I don't know. I might buy it as a backup, man. Just park it here at the warehouse. In case one of the vans want to run one day, I can just hop in it. It's a good price. I can stand up on it. It's got like a medium roof, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also trying to maybe buy a Ford Transit so I can use it because I'm tired of I can stand up in it, but those Ford Transits be giving you issues, man, and they have a lot of issues. The Ford Econolines, the one I'm using right now. These vans are proven. They got a proven motor, proven transmission, proven rear end. The Ford Transits, man, those things aren't proven at all yet, man. I'm at the Ford dealerships every day, and I see them on the lifts. I talk to the mechanics. I know everything that's wrong with those vans. Those vans are straight up garbage, especially if you're putting a lot of miles into them. People are gonna say, "Oh no, the Ford Transit is good." Listen, to remove the rear rotors, you gotta slide the axles out. You gotta replace the axle bolts when you put it back. They got so many issues with the rear end. Ford can't even figure it out. To drop the lower control arm, you gotta remove a bolt that's like 12 inches long. Um that bolt holds the lower control arm and it also holds the subframe. And that bolt gets seized up so bad, man. I don't know, man. Mechanics tell me, yo, just stay away from those vans as much as possible because they have issues. These vans, the 4 Series, the E Series, these vans are proven. They'll get you, they'll get you where you need to go. Um, and the payload's a lot heavier. And people are gonna say, oh, but the other one has better gas mileage. That's bull crap. Well, they don't have better gas mileage because they have smaller engines. So when you have a small engine, right, and you load up, and you have, okay, if both vans are run with no cargo, obviously the Ford Transit is gonna be slightly better on fuel, right? But when they're both loaded, that small engine is gonna work harder to move that load, and it's gonna burn more fuel versus the bigger engine on the Ford E Series that it's gonna basically run the same. It's not gonna the engine's not gonna have to work as hard as the smaller engine to move the load. So that's where the fuel evens out. Go for that. Because those little tiny little 4 cylinders in those vans with the little turbos, they'll burn more fuel once the vans are loaded. You know what I mean? So, but that's it. What time is it? Let's do that like 15 more minutes. Going there at 10:30. But yeah, what's going on, man? What are you guys doing? Where you guys are from? The delivery business. The delivery business. One good thing about this business is, right, that you always have time to go fishing. Yeah, I'm gonna get my fishing rod out. Keep my fishing rod in here. Because I always gotta fish for these, you know. Yeah. Always get a break to go fishing. I keep that in there because, we never know when I finish early and I find a nice little pond somewhere, cast the line a little bit and do some fishing. Did a lot of that this summer. Oh, bye. This is the base. This guy. Yeah, he's on his phone with his wife. His wife probably giving me issues. I can see him like this. You know when a dude's in the car and talk like this, he talking to his wife. That's what I assume. But yeah, man. So we doing 4 runs. We doing 4 runs today. I didn't say the money's good. You know, I can pay that. I can pay this next semester. I can write the check for my daughters for the university for next semester. Gotta pay in December. I gotta pay some taxes in December too. January 1st, I gotta pay some taxes from this past year. Because boy, man, there's another thing you gotta be careful in doing this business. You're gonna have to pay some taxes, boy. Taxes. But hopefully, you know, my tax situation gets better coming up this year now. Cause I gotta honestly say, I've been paying these last 3 years. When Donald Trump was in office, I'm not gonna say that Donald Trump, like whatever. Like I wasn't paying taxes, man. I was making the same amount of money or more, and now you're paying taxes. Biden came in. I don't know. My accountant says the tax thing has changed a little bit. And first year he was in 9,000. Second year was like 6,000. I had to squeeze it up more and write off more stuff. Past year 5,000. Then I had to pay my daughter's university. I had to pay 19,000. I paid that. I paid this. I paid that. And you know what? I'm gonna put the taxes on wait. So January 1st, I gotta pay it, but I gotta cut him a check. I'll cut him a check, but and then I gotta then I gotta cut that, and then what else I gotta cut? What else I gotta check? University, the taxes. But yeah, man. So I'm not complaining because they gave me this 6 weeks, and this 6 weeks right here, I'm gonna make enough money, profit to pay that tax bill. Because some girl quit. She literally quit because some people in the warehouse, and I trained her like a month prior from her quitting. The company called me, so I trained her for them because they didn't have an extra driver to train. So I trained their drivers too. So I trained her. She worked for about almost a month. And the day after Donald Trump got reelected, she overheard some of her coworkers, celebrating, not celebrating, but they were excited because Donald Trump won, and she got offended. She walked out. And she literally walked out, and they called me like an hour later. Hey, I need a driver. So I ran over here with my buddy, trained him up real quick, and sent him on the road. So he did the work for him. But yeah, so we're here. That was like last week. So yeah, so 6 weeks, that's gonna get me enough to pay my damn tax bill. But you got nothing you got to work on. Don't get into this business if you don't like paying taxes. You know what I mean? Just do your taxes right. Do your taxes right, and that's it. That is it. Let me see what this dude doing. Mira, ¿tú vienes a trabajar o habla por teléfono?
Te llamo ahora, te llamo otro rato. Te llamo un rato, que el jefe me está aquí dando que si yo vine a trabajar ahora.
¿Con quién tú hablas?
A ver.
¿Tú estás hablando con la jefa?
Sí.
¿Con quién?
Sí.
¿Con Gil? Ven para acá. That's my driver here. ¿Qué pasa? Un video de YouTube en vivo. Saluda a la cámara.
Trump 2024.
Dale, you know what to do. Go get the paperwork. Sí, a las 9. He waiting on me. I ain't gotta tell him what to do. He already know what to do. He said he is a straight up Trump supporter. Oh man. But anyway, but yeah, so um that's what we're doing. So I'm running 4 runs, 4 routes out of this warehouse. Me and 3 other guys. And I can't complain. If you want to get into this business, it's easy. Just go on like Google it, cbdriver.com, create a profile, cbdriver.com. I've been using this for like so many years. Not everyone promotes it. But the secret with cbdriver.com, you can do 2 things there. You can look for drivers or you can apply for work. But my suggestion is to create a profile, your name, what area you're at, what type of vehicles you have. Even if you don't got the vehicle, just put you got a van in it, right? And your experience, you can lie and say you got 1 or 2 years experience. Listen, it's like delivering pizzas, man. It's like delivering pizza. It's simple. So create the profile, get a profile picture on there if you want to. You can take a picture of your van or get any picture from the internet, put it in there, and set it up so you will get a notification every time something comes up in your area. You will always get a notification. I get notifications daily on cbdriver.com. Even the job that I was offered with the surgical supplies came from cbdriver.com. Once you go on there, they're gonna contact you. And once you get the notification, you can just click 1 click to apply, like Indeed. Just click, and you can just if you want to put your resume on cbdriver.com, you can do it that way too. It's very very simple. It's just you're gonna constantly get the works emailed to you, or you can look on it and see what's on it. You can go on there and look, different areas and apply. And keep in mind, listen, the same way this company was offering me the work for the surgical steel, right? I was gonna drive maybe 10 miles, 12 miles from my house, and I was gonna drive. My house is here. I was gonna drive 80 miles here, right? And I was gonna unload and then drive back empty. And my day's over, for example. If you did it, you go from your house 80 miles and you got paid 160, right? So don't be scared to look for work 80 miles from your house, because what you can do is you can contact that warehouse that's 80 miles from your house or 100 miles from your house and say, listen, do you have any work? Yes, we have got work. Where you got work going to? Oh, we got work going this way. So you're like, oh, they got work going, coming back to my house. So what you do is you just get the job. You drive 100 miles, dead with nothing in your van. Just drive 100 miles, pick that up, and drive 100 miles back home. So when you're done, you're actually home. Because I rather drive 100 miles in the morning when I'm energized versus, picking up here, driving 100 miles, delivering, and then driving 100 miles back. Okay, that's just an example. I rather drive 100 in the morning when I'm energized, pick up the stuff, and then drive, deliver, and I'm home. You're home once you finish delivering. So don't be afraid to look for work outside of your area, even if it's 2 hours away, because there's possibilities they have work coming 2 hours your way. Because I've done it before. I've picked up work in Connecticut that's coming back to Massachusetts, and I drive 2.5 hours in the morning, pick up, bring it all back, and I'm home. 2 hours that way, 2.5 hours this way is 5 hours. Spend 2 hours delivering, and then I'm done. And that's it. And here's my other driver. ¿Qué tú quieres?
What you doing? Videos?
I'm on video. You didn't call me this morning to go to the registry.
I forgot.
So let's go tomorrow.
Alright. In the morning?
Yeah, at 9.
Yeah, I pulled up. I woke up. I woke up a little early, but I passed by your house. I was like, oh, I guess you forgot. So let me just.
No, I was sitting on the couch drinking a smoothie.
Oh.
But we go tomorrow.
Alright.
We go tomorrow. You have a lot?
A lot what?
A lot of stops?
I just got here not too long ago.
Okay.
So I'm checking right now everything.
Sorry. So my competition is here. There's a guy here. He's got a couple of drivers in here too. but his drivers aren't as good as mine, because I train my drivers properly. But anyway, I was gonna say, oh yeah, so don't be scared. Look, think outside the box and get work further away, because you can always get that work coming back. Or you can get it. You live here, you could pick up stuff going over here and drop it off, and then here stuff coming back. Just got don't be scared to get work further away, and then bring it back to your area, because sometimes you gotta see what's out there, and see what's out there, and hopefully you can find something to do. But don't be scared to get your feet wet. Remember, contact the companies before you purchase any vans and whatnot. And what? Anyway, so yeah, don't be scared to apply for the company. See what they need first. Like, don't go buy no vans. I don't get my no one buying no vans. Like my guy here, he has a minivan. He likes it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, if you like it, I'll give him an opportunity. If he likes it, like, he can't work here because they won't hire him here. They won't hire him here, because they're not gonna do me like that. They will not hire him here, and I'm not dummy. I had him sign something before he started working here. It's called no compete, so he can't not work here. He could work here as an employee, but he can't work here as a contractor. I'll tell him that much. But if he likes it, so I'm gonna try to put something together with the manager. I'm gonna see if I create some night runs, because they used to have night runs here before. Because I used to do the night runs, because he wants to do a night run. So I'm gonna see if we can create a night run film to do, and he can do it in his own van, and I'll just make a little bit off the top. You know what I mean? He can bring his own van. I'll just make whatever. I'm not here to get rich. If I have the secret code to get rich, I wouldn't tell you guys either. Keep in mind, if I had the secret sauce to anything, I wouldn't tell nobody. I want to be out here telling you how to get rich. I want to be out here telling you how to fix your credit. Because people just there's people on here like 19 years old telling you how to fix their credit when they ain't got no credit themselves. I be seeing I just saw this one dude 22-year-old kid trying to teach you how to make money renting Section 8 units. I'm like, how the hell are you talking about? He just how to make money on Section 8 rentals. Come on, man. If you guys, some of you guys may know, I'm a realtor. Like I do that. You know what I mean? I do that. Don't come on here 22 years old, how to make money renting out Section 8 units. What are you talking about, dude? First of all, you gotta own the property. There is no like all these people doing the cheap stuff that it don't make no sense. But anyway, I gotta cut this thing short, because I'm actually parked in the wrong dot. But I'll talk to you guys later, man. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Any questions, put them up in the comment section. I appreciate all of you that have come by to say what's up, or but I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Peace out. How do I end this? How do I end this? And let's see how this works.